These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
These two don't give me what I want. I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Maintains composure and fights out of the corner. Puts one in the pocket. Is just about out of drive after that. Lots of aggression from both sides. And the radar up and running.
Nice! Liking that.
Takes the combo. Player one needs to deal with his burnout. The attack is parried. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it. We've got ourselves a winner.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for the post-match commentary. They gotta keep their eye on the prize.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Player one has a slight life lead.
This fight's getting real interesting now.
Feels slugging it out and getting sweaty. Goes with the fireball. Player one has an empty drive game. This is a very precarious situation.
We've got ourselves a winner.
See what eating your spinach does for you kids? What a win!
Oh, wow. Someone just got turned into a hashtag.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Oh, they're just gonna keep going? Fine by me.
Uses the downtime to get above. Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. Player two will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. The throw connects with counter hit damage. Picture perfect punishment.
Smart decision.
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Both players with no drive in the tank. Kick hit.
Calm before the storm.
Hey-oh.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Player one with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
You got that right. Oh, the next round starts. Smart play with the throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Knockdown and player one needs to use the threat of the corner here.
This is the...
Ooh, burnout activates.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
This is gonna hurt.
We live for these kind of fights.
Down and out.
What was that?
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up to two hard-working fighters.
Long, low attack hits.
Smart decision.
Still early in the round.
I want to see them both play it all on the line here.
Dangerous range here. Careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Neither can lean on drive too hard right now. Player one has used up all their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They're at the center of the stage. Nothing but space and opportunity. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. A big game.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. Big count.
Ooh, landed a nice one there.
A nice chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault?
Calm before the storm here.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Medium kick. Quick breathing. That's a right over the door. Still struggling for control of the move. Knockdown and... Ooh, burnout. AO.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Nature is funny, you know. Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Decides to go with the target cover. Goes for the surprise rush in. Go heavy.
That was a good one.
One fighter's drive gauge, just about empty. Gotta scramble and recover quickly. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Grabs him.
Yeah.
Player 2 chases him down.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
No drive for this part of the fight. How will they play? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the round. One hit's gonna do it.
We just gotta see one.
KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
Talk about your close rounds. That was frantic.
Overhead. Throws him. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Shows the medium kick. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
This is where things are going to get very interesting.
Keeping them away. Okay, they trade hits. Gets clipped by the
That was super good.
driver. A chance for big damage with the punch count.
That was super good.
This is gonna hurt. Experiencing burnout.
Real rough match.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
A new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
Hope you'll put up a fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
I hope their training paid off.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 is in burnout, drives off the table, answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Ooh, goes for the super art. Ooh, will this super art connect?
Okay.
Oh,
We've got ourselves a winner.
bags the round. What did you make of it?
Pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. With the Draco uppercut. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start attacking.
I'd be collecting their thoughts here. You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Controls the thing with a smart super hard.
What's this?
Slight lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Closes it out.
Damn, that was intense.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up to two hardworking fighters.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
Nice one.
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. Player 1 is in burnout, drives off the table. Gets the counter hit throw.
I'd be collecting their thoughts here.
Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Hits!
Ooh, nice finish.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for the post-match commentary. They gotta keep their eye on the prize.
Got that right. Oh, the next round started.
Nice. Liking that.
The low heavy too. Quicker finds the mark.
What's gonna happen next?
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Zone and fireball.
We got a real fight now!
They're going for the super up.
What's this?
The clutch throw. Big.
Ha! They ain't getting up.
See what eating your spinach does for you kids?
comes a new challenger.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
This is a good fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
Ooh, let me see some of the good stuff.
Ooh, gets the perfect parry to stop them dead. How will they capitalize on this opening? Lots of aggression from both sides.
What's their play here?
Has used up all their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge finishes? Fights back out of the corner.
Gotta be planning something.
Throws him. What's next?
Ooh.
Caught in the front. Saw that counterattack coming.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Oh my heart. I can't, man.
We just gotta see one more push.
Yeah.
I'm liking that finish.
That match was too close, but definitely the kind of match you like to see, right?
Talk about your close rounds. That was frantic.
That's some big, juicy damage on that counter.
Ooh, I like it.
Creates an opening with the low heavy. Gets a little space for the throw.
That was super good.
They're crazy, but they're not worried. Why lead here? But will this super hot do anything?
No, what?
It can fix it all on the time. The drive gauge is strict looking for the definitive into this round with the level 3 super. You're done.
That was intense.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it to it.
Medium kick. A parry. Fools, the throw connects.
It doesn't get any better than that. We live for these kind of fights.
Close range projectile. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta go good.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More.
Amazing. Player two.
I love this. Give me more.
Absolutely refusing to give up ground. Noticeable life lead is a comeback plan for burnout.
Well, except we mostly broken here. Oh, that was unreal.
Player one was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
Spins a little drive gauge, but the reversal is blocked. Who gained control of the match in the early going?
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Into a corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Counter hit throw there.
I get it. Maybe thinking something.
Taking stock. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, KO.
Good round.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Reacts to the throw. Spins the meter on the super hard.
Amazing awareness there.
The super doesn't hit.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
They're backed up into the corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight.
This fight's getting real interesting now. Oh, this is getting tense.
This can lead to some big damage. Reverse.
Get in there, fight! Spotlight him.
Who's gonna take it?
One more attack to do it.
You're done.
What was that?
Man, they were scrapping. What did you think?
Oh, that was great. Those two are pushing each other to the absolute limit.
The Houdini won't block. Burns out.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Here comes the corner pressure.
I love this. Give me more.
Jump in. Drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Player one is in dark times with burnout. Putting the cherry on top.
Bring out the hot stuff. We got a real fight now.
That throw's gonna take off the chunk of it.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
That was unreal.
Cammy
Player one
wins.
made some smart moves there. Great game.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
threat of the corner here. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Oh, we gotta see what length both fighters are willing to go to.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Maybe thinking something.
Taking stock. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Throws them, what's next?
Ooh, nice finish.
Player 2 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Mix up the counter. This is going to be huge.
Ooh, this is getting tense.
Everyone's experiencing burnout.
It's been a real rough patch.
Not much like it. Ooh, burnout activate. Jumps up. This can lead to some going for it at this range.
Wait.
Closes it out.
I'm liking that finish.
That was a solid win. Give me your takeaways on what we just saw.
We'll see you next match.
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Yeah, let's let these two fight forever.
The throw connects for counter hit damage.
Oh, landed a nice one there. Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it.
Caught in the cross-up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Oh, burnout!
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down. We've got ourselves a winner.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now, and they gotta keep on the gas.
You got that right. Oh, the next round started. Medium kick. You see opportunity now in the corner.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
At least one of them is having a good time in that corner.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot. They ain't getting up.
Targets. Not here, okay?
Manages to block the jump-in attack. Feels slugging it out and getting sweaty. Jumps up. Crowns them from above. Oh, drive reversal. The knuckle wakes them up. Player 1 burn up, but they might have a plan.
Things are getting heated.
Forward rush. Player 1 is in burnout. Below.
Doesn't get any better than that. We live for these kind of fights.
Noticeable light fails the desperation and blocks the counter. Down and out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player 1 had to work extra for that one. Plenty of highs and lows in that match.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
Baits out the low kick.
Just keep busting out the heavy artillery until you break it.
Sticks the combo. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it.
Throws him. What's next?
Nice, liking that.
Heading into the end game. Hail!
Good round.
Bags around. What did you make of it?
The pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Goes to the drive reversal. Drive rush to keep it going. This fight is blood patience to scout out the counterattack.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Brings forward with the drive rush.
What's gonna happen next?
The low heavy
That was super good.
two. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Side switch after experiencing burnout.
Getting a real rough patch.
Are we good today? Oh.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Cammy.
Hard fought on both sides. What do you think?
Put it on for me.
DJ. 2D.
Alright, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
I'm gonna be paying close attention, so you better deliver.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
Alright, let's go.
Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also empty.
Gotta be planning something.
Grabs him.
Ooh.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Spends some needed to add super damage to the combo.
Nice. Liking that. Calm before the storm here.
There's a block on Beast Storm. Tide to Hazard. Alright, what's coming next? Who will capitalize on an opening first?
This is getting too close to call.
Ooh, there's a side smart move to KO.
I'm liking that finish.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
Never count out a girl as crazy as her.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Player 2 and work with this move.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot.
They back the opponent into the corner. Ooh, burnout activates.
Hit him with real roughness.
Level 1 super art. Breaking with some serious style.
Calm before the storm here.
In with the cross-up. Knockdown and... dash. They trade hits. Player 2, old drive reversal. They gotta dig down deeper.
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
Only a movement of drive and life left. Out and out.
What was that?
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down.
Player 1 won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round?
Gotcha, I get it.
Nowhere to run.
Come on, you gotta get more. More.
Clutch, anti-air.
Dishing out the hot
Clutch parry.
I love it.
What a smart throw.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Hard to control what a PhD fighter can do for you. The super hits, it's gonna be enough to kill. Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Oh, those two sent the crowd home happy. What an amazing match.
It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold?
These two could fight 1,000 more times and I wouldn't be bored. Yeah, hit him again with that. I want to see more violence.
Fighters continue to check each other in the early going. You can use a drive rush like that to keep control of the pressure. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. Evades the grab. Carry to the pressure. There's the attack.
Oh, just a little bit more. We've got ourselves a winner.
Bags around. What did you make of it?
No way. My girl's engine's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
I can see the fire in their eyes. They're both ready to go.
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Oh, we gotta see what length both fighters are willing to go to.
Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Player one will get their sword for the super art.
Wait.
Very. Player one extends the meter on the super art. Player experiencing burnout. Still struggling for control of the throw connects.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Cut that boy off. He's had too much.
What's gonna happen next?
Closes it out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
And that's the match. That was something else, huh?
That fight had a little bit of everything in it. We gotta see more from these two.
Whoa, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Yeah, let's let these two fight forever.
Solid anti-air there.
That was a good one. What's their play here?
Very dangerous range. Definitely get clipped by something here. Uses the downtime to get above. Both fighters sitting on full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Can't blame either of these fighters for not wanting to be stuck in that corner. Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. Holds out with the block.
Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Nails the anti-air.
Smart decision.
It's a trip. Experiencing burnout.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Both fighters are barely alive.
Oh, just a sneeze here will do it.
Genius read. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they're not gonna hit.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Yeah.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
There's a girl who's enjoying the carnage she's spreading.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. That drive impact doesn't get through. Tolasatsu to pry them over.
Not afraid to take to the sky.
Player two will look to apply pressure here.
Feels like we're right in the eye of a storm.
So on point right now. These stadiums will be big.
Oh, this is getting tense.
Player two is holding on to that corner advantage.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot. We live for these kind of fights.
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Player sets up with the jump in. Oh, critical hit now. This is gonna kill.
Gets got.
You're done.
I'm liking that finish.
I think I forgot to breathe that whole round.
This is what a real fight looks like. It doesn't get any better than this.
The final round. Who's gonna take it?
Both fighters will dig in deep and find that next level.
Close them.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Let's see how these two try and set the tone of the match.
Show your girl that you aren't afraid.
Knock them out of the air.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Just outside of throw range. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. The throw is denied. Throw's not gonna reach.
I love it!
Grab him smooth out of the air. Oh, here we go. Overdrive elevate.
We got a real fight now!
Dangerous range here.
What?
Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
Come on, you gotta give me more!
Connects with the throw.
Jamie.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hardworking fighters.
Jumps up. Blocks the low heavy. Confident anti-air.
That was a good one.
Gets the jump in. Goes for the throw.
That was a good one.
Dangerous range. If you careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Gets the counter hit throw.
Oh, landed a nice one there.
Did well to get the bump in there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Bags around. What did you make of it?
Never count out a girl as crazy as her.
Got that right. Oh, the next round started. And tech to throw. Throws to get around their defense.
Nice. Liking that.
Jump in! Takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
Okay.
Burnout trigger. Super arc on deck for both fighters. There's the leader here investing in the round.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Uses the gauge for the super arc. They want to show they're not playing around. They must have a game plan here with it eats it. Overhead attack. There!
We've got ourselves a winner.
Jamie,
That was a close one. Had me sweating over here.
We'll see you next match.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Oh, they're just gonna keep going? Fine by me.
How's the time left? How's this match going to play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn in the match.
This is the perfect range. It brings out the super. How's this going to work out for them?
That was a good one. Maybe thinking something.
A dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it.
Oh, just a sneeze here will do it.
Breaking some damn shit. Wraps it up with a decisive round.
We've got ourselves a winner.
There's no question what lengths both players are willing to go to.
Oh, that was great. Those two are pushing each other to the absolute limit.
Just the tip. Going for the super.
Ooh.
Somehow, the super doesn't hit.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
Stop the attack by using a drive fairy. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Gotta be careful not to risk this range. Jumps! Ooh, burnout activate.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
What's gonna happen next?
One chance here may end this round. Are we going to see a comeback here? You're done!
Damn, that was intense.
Jamie,
A decisive win. How's it all looking for yourself?
We'll see you next